Good morning, tubes. Bruce Bender here. Well, I wasn't going to tape this little episode, but it's really interesting. This one came in and it was just running crazy. I couldn't figure it out. Well, I did, but I'll just like to show you what happened. This is quite interesting. So, one minute it would have compression and the next minute it wouldn't. But if you look right there, it's a piece of plastic in there. And I am going to pull that out and we're going to see what it is. I just realized what it is now as I'm speaking to you. Better pair of pliers. Excuse me. So what this is the head has come off of here. That's the piston going up and down there. And that's the exhaust valve, and that's the intake valve. Well, it's coming. And what that is the primer tube that is the gas air mixture for the primer button right there. So that was in the intake valve. Obviously, it got sucked through the carburetor, down the intake of the carburetor, and into the intake valve. And I first started finding out something was wrong. Just a moment, please. I was looking at the intake valve and it wouldn't close. You see that little tiny line there below the valve and the tappet? That wasn't closing. Whoops. Yeah. So that's operating normally now, but I'm just a little concerned that the valve itself isn't seating properly. That's my little handy dandy stick that I put the mowers on. So anyway, it looks good. I'm going to just clean up the piston head and walls, make sure none of that crap, I shouldn't have been rotating it, but some of that crap doesn't get into the piston. And we'll see if she's got some compression now. So that's an interesting find. So you didn't see me take off the head there, but I'll be here when we put the head back on. The head gasket looks okay. I did rough it up a little bit there to get it off, but that's on the opposite side of the compression, so we should be all right there. Okay, tubes, it says to torque the head gasket 160 to 210 inch-pounds. So I'm going to go with 200 inch-pounds. And I just mounted the head back on here with the same bolts in the same holes. And now I am just going to do a cross pattern. The book tells you the cross pattern, but as long as you go with a good cross pattern and don't tighten it in a circular pattern so that it ends up being, the head gasket ends up being torqued unevenly. So I'll just start here. You heard that? Good. So anyway, that was easy, and I'm just going to put everything back together again. I still have to remember to put the little door on the valve cover. So BTH, V1 over and out. Okay, tubes, I think we've got this mower fixed. Now we're going to do a small engine mechanic demo. Three squirts or four. So it runs better than it did with that plastic primer hose stuck in its intake valve. So that was an interesting one. Bye-bye.